Hi guys, welcome back to Hippointed. My name is Raval. Today we are going to be continuing with Butch Fiddlebottom's playthrough on day 240. He has finally arrived in Calradia and he is ready to conquer the old land. Now, if I remember correctly, I still need to build a few enterprises here and there. And then we're going to be ready to join a faction as a vassal. Hello, Confused Lot and Frost. Welcome to the inn. Welcome back to the inn, actually. Today's good. Today's good. I just want to finish the stream and go play Crusader Kings 3. God damn it. Got hooked on that shish. But I digress. Jilakala. I need to build one in Jilakala, and I need to build enterprises in Nara and Tolga. And then I should be fine. What we need is we need to talk with King Graveth. And we need to increase his relation with us by 1. He has no jobs for me, because of course he doesn't. So that means I'm going to have to go back to Sanyar Khan and see if he has something for me. Hey Khaled. Evening to you too. I don't know why your brain was programmed that today's also another Crusader Kings 3. Khaled, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I am trying my hardest to play Warband here and not transform this stream into a Crusader Kings 3 stream, okay? I'm trying. I am trying my gosh darn hardest. No! No, Frost! Stop! Stop, Frost. You must resist temptation as well. I guess. For now, I like to continue with the good old classic. Just for a little bit. Deshavi, by the looks of it, she is my Pathfinder. Okay. We're gonna get that spotting up and that tracking up for her trainers already up. Go for it, nobody would notice? Oh, definitely people would notice. No! Stop. Another time. Another time, boys. Gotta play a little bit of this as well. Okay. I mean, we haven't even reached the vassal stage yet, and I'd like to get there and start, you know, waging war on armies and stuff. Getting bigger, getting in the nitty-gritty of things, because until now we've been grinding. We've been grinding for cash. We're doing okay on that, but we need more. We need more. Our weekly budget is currently 6k, which is great. We just need more. 3 more enterprises, and afterwards we will join a faction as a vassal and start kicking ass. Deserters 8 out of 9. I don't mind. Plus, I'll need to fast travel and grab myself some more food. Maybe do a quick stop at Halmar. Marketplace, arms, Foodissimo. Let's see. Stay the course span? Hell yeah. Let's drink from skulls? Yeah, we gotta drink from some skulls. I mean, it's tradition. Gotta grab those 2 and move on. Leave, go to Nara, and we're gonna track down Sanyar Khan and see if he can give us any stuff to do. Hopefully not train troops. That's my one weakness. I don't want to train up his troops. So we're at Nara. We're gonna go in here and ask for the presence of Sanyar Khan. Will I ever play Pendor again? Like 6 months ago you started a playthrough and stopped. Yeah, I will play Pendor again. We'll see when, Frost. We'll see when. Wait, didn't you just tell me to play Crusader Kings 3? What is this? What is this? I'll ask you the location of Sanyar Khan. He's traveling to Nara and he's close to Zagush. And Zagush sounds like my type of location. Yeah, Zagush is my jam. Okay, there's Sanyar Khan. Hello, Sanjay. Let's do this. Okay. Go team. Do you have a task for me? Nora should have to admit this, but He needs 6 Kurgit Lancers, and I can't give it to him. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's see how long will it take for us to raise 6 Kurgit Tribesmen into Lancers. I don't even know how to level them up to reach Lancer status. I don't know. I don't play with Kurgits. Kurgits suck. In the sense that they're not very powerful units. No reason to get Kurgits. No reason. Okay, well, I guess we're training up Kurgits now. I'm gonna go to the northwest to Rivachek, and I'm gonna try to find some Sea Raiders, fight them, and hopefully train these boys up. I don't know, I feel like I should grab some extra recruits, extra Kurgits recruits in case these guys die. And holy hell, I feel like they're gonna die. Okay, so let's go towards Rivachek and find ourselves some potential targets. I mean, there are some steppe bandits. Ooh, hello, 49 steppe banditos. Do you mind? Oh, yeah, I can't catch them. No, never mind. Never mind. Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. We are not going to be catching those guys ever again. Do they level up, though? Yep, all of them leveled up into Kurgit skirmishers. Hell yeah. Okay, so the Kurgit skirmishers have leveled up, and they will soon become Kurgit horsemen. So, interestingly enough, at tier 2, they're already on a horse. They already give birth to a horse for some odd reason. It just fucking appears out of the land. The Kurgit horses are like orcs. They just get planted and grown out of the land. It's amazing. Or I don't know, I guess each Kurgit, when he gets born, he receives a Pokeball with the horse. Do I like Game of Thrones? I do like Game of Thrones, yes. Despite for a weaker last season, I do really enjoy Game of Thrones and the universe that has been created. Hello, Hiskado. Welcome to the end. Currently at work. I'll have to catch a stream soon, though. Loved your Warband guide on YouTube. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Hope it helped you out. Soon I will bring a Bannerlord guide near you. But I still have to further experiment on that. Okay, so we reached this location. How many horses do I... Okay, I have an extra horse. And that is a warhorse. Step charger, cool. For the warhorse, you need riding 4. Who has riding 4? Riding 3? Found. Riding 3? Anybody? Ferentis, my boy. Oh, no, that's not the equipment. Riding 4, yeah, Ferentis. Anybody else that might have? Rolf? No? Bahesher, maybe? Nah. Okay, Ferentis. Ferentis, congratulations. You can get yourself the big horse. Yeah. Your favorite movie show series is The Mandalorian, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings. Okay, I've started watching The Mandalorian. I've seen the first 3 episodes, and I have to say, it is very enjoyable. Can't say that it's a good show. I like it that it's slow-paced, and it takes your time to let you see the universe that they've built. Like it. Don't have a horse, you don't exist in Kurgit culture? Most likely. Most likely. If you don't have a horse, you don't exist in Kurgit culture. It's a thing. Okay, Alan. You'll be getting that horsey for now. And I am going to look to upgrade everybody's equipment now that we are actually making cash. Now that we are getting Skrilla. Stay away, Boyar Drooly. Don't drool over my prey, for that prey is mine to drool upon.
Today the gods will decide your fate.
No! Stay... Okay. Crap. Charge. Because I'm sure everybody's charging. Hope the Kurgits don't die. Hello, Stress Complicated. Welcome back to the Indian. What's up? I was so tempted to keep on playing Crusader Kings 3 today. So tempted. But I resisted temptation. Ah, I'm missing everything. Hey, Swamper, welcome back to the end, dude. Have you been, man? Have you been? Ouchie. How's the weather today? Also, please do Crusader Kings 3. The weather is rainy and dark. Like my soul. Vodka or raki or whiskey? I guess I would go with raki. In my case, if I were to choose between the three, I'd like to drink some raki. You're doing good? Nice to hear, man. You're very tempted to go back to Warband? Well, if you're going to go back to Warband, at least go to Pendor. For you, it's vodka? Alright, dude, each one with their own. Good, 6 Sea Raiders? 6 Sea Raiders, yeah. Get myself some of that stuff. We'll sell it. You drank raki when you were 10, your grandfather gave it to you? Weak shit. Okay. Well, I'm not really a big destructive drinker, so I prefer the weaker stuff. I'd prefer the weaker but tasty stuff. Okay, good, and then he can become a Lancer. Nice. Nice, this is what I seek. This is what I need. I have spoken. Pendor's the shit? Pendor is the shit. The difference is in the... Okay, so let me grab that guy.
Less talking, more raiding.
Less talking, more raiding, good sir. Infantry over there. Infantry stand closer. Cavalry on the side. Yeah. And that should be fine. Archers a little bit forward. Infantry a little bit forward. There we go. Everybody's going to be getting into position now. Do you remember drinking whiskey when you were 14 with your cousin? Whiskey does... I don't like the aftertaste of whiskey. That's my problem with it. If it weren't for the aftertaste, I would probably be choosing whiskey right now, but nah. The vocabulary used that night was interesting. Okay. Each one with their own, man. Each one with their own. Each one has their own particular taste. Okay, cavalry go in. Make sweet, sweet love to the enemy. Because that's how we roll. Nice. And we also level up, which I love to hear. Like how whiskey burns the throat? Oh, you would love Tsuiko or Horinka from our country. That would just burn thy soul, good sir. Mead is delicious also. Hello, everyone. I've actually drank mead. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of mead. I don't know. I prefer... just prefer either wine or beer over mead. You live in Turkey? You can get your hands on what I'm talking about? Okay. Suika. It's spelled... well, that's the T thing. T-U-I-C-A. T-U-I-C-A. Train, Utah, India, cat, apple. Prefer chocolate milk? I like some chocolate milk myself, Rust. It's good. You can also find it under the name Horinka. H-O-R-I-C-A. No, wait. H-O-R-I-N-C-A. There it is. My badsy. My badsy. Usually I'm not accustomed to spelling out... yeah, that's the name. That's the name of it. Usually I'm not accustomed to spelling out Romanian words in English. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. The mead you had was super tasty, very sweet, no burn. It's the sweetness that kind of kills it for me a little bit. It's the sweetness. It kind of makes me go, not today. You're more of a beer guy? Cool. If I were to choose between beer and wine, I'm more of a beer guy as well. Nothing beats Bailey's? Okay, sure. Exactly. To each their own. To each their own is the correct stance to take here. If you can convince somebody to try something that you like and then give their opinion on it, you won. That's the best case scenario. No need to try to convince somebody of something that they don't like. Whiskey and gin are great also. Sweetness is just bad for alcohol. People who drink cocktails would disagree with you, Mr. Rich. But I am in a position where I do agree. I don't really like sweetness in my alcohol. Unless I'm wait. Unless I'm drinking liquor. For example, I really like cherry liquor or stuff like that. That's tasty. I feel like a tad bit of sweetness is meant to go in there. It works. Gin and grape soda is also great. Prefer, if I were to choose something with gin, it would be oranges. Yeah, but I guess with grape soda works well. What about vodka? I don't really like vodka. I'm not exactly sure why I don't like vodka. Probably because of the lack of aftertaste. There's no aftertaste for vodka, and I don't like that. One time you drank a full bottle of orange liquor by yourself? Holy hell. Okay. Hopefully that went down nicely. You definitely don't like sweet beer or any other sweet alcohol, but you thought mead was delicious, but you're also not a drinking man. Yeah, I'm not a drinking man either. I just have my taste. I just have the things that I like. For example, if I were to choose one alcoholic drink, that would definitely be dark beer. Definitely like dark beer. Gin and lime juice is crazy good. It's good, yeah. It's delicious. We'd love to know what liquor tastes like. Think of liquor. So liquor is always made of something. There's cherry liquor, there's chocolate liquor, there's vanilla liquor, and so on and so forth. It's always alcohol that was poured over a type of fruit, or a type of syrup was added to that alcohol. That's liquor. You don't drink vodka for taste? I always drink for taste. I hate being drunk. I simply despise the state of being under the influence of alcohol. But that's something for me. Maybe he simply didn't get his hands on it, Mr. Vitch. Alright, crossbow up. Done. And let's go to Rivachek to sell the excess prisoners and loot. Also, any level ups on our end? None of the boys leveled up. All of this is kind of dangerous territory for them to be spending time in. You drink to die. I'm sorry to hear that, Swamper. That's not funny. And hopefully you said it as a joke. So, not funny. 132, 31, 25. 25. That one's going bye-bye. Legally you can, but it's just religion. Okay, I understand. You're not missing much, Caleb. It's simply a drink that makes you lose control of your motory functions and clouds your judgment. That's it. So you're better off without it. Be sure to cut your... Okay, let's switch. Stop it with those types of talks, okay? Liquor or liqueur? Well, in Romanian it's liqueur. So I thought it was liquor. I might be confused. Maybe there's a difference between liquor and liqueur. I'm not 100% sure. Here in Finland, alcohol is so expensive that you drink for taste nowadays. Okay. Liquors are the syrups. Okay, with the alcohol included. Yeah, tavern for a ransom broker, hopefully. Is that a ransom broker? Holy shit! My wish came true. Yeah. And that gave us a decent amount of cash. And now I think there was, yep, those guys, which I'm gonna be catching and killing, hopefully. Archers up here, infantry down here, infantry stand closer, cavalry on that side. Liquors are gin, rum, brandy, whiskey. Okay, then I am literally referring to liqueurs. The Q-U-E-U-R-S. Well, ally. Q-U-E, and so on. You get the idea. You get the gist of it. Come on, let the cavalryman go. There we go. Because they're yummy yummy for my tummy tummy. Even though alcohol kind of destroys your stomach. And your liver. And your body and your mind in general. But to each their own. Okay, can we go and have some fun? For I will. One sec, mate. I was just watching your first Crusader Kings 3 vid and you mentioned a Q&A. Any plans for that? Okay, so the thing with a Q&A is I don't really know where to get a list of questions that you have for me, that you guys have for me. And the thing is, I feel like a Q&A would be redundant or useless because I usually answer all of your questions on the spot when you ask them. You guys literally ask me about all sorts of stuff and I answer them on the spot, so what would be the benefit of a Q&A? I mean, I guess if you want to have all of the information for me with the most common questions in one location, but I don't know. Feels kinda pointless. Guess for YouTube, yeah. But again, I would have to just gather up info, gather up questions. How old am I? 29. I'm gonna be 30 in March. Okay, somebody left somewhere. That's nice. Let's go to the tavern. Sell those sea raiders and leave this place and seek out further enemies. To be honest, the best case scenario would be for me to find a hideout near Jelkala or a hideout near Nara and Tulga and get the quest to eliminate said hideout. And that would be the easiest way to just gain reputation, but I sadly don't really know or remember the locations for said hideouts, so yeah. Just gonna move on. Just gonna try to catch these guys.
I will drink from your skull.
Yeah, you drink from my skull, buddy. You have fun with that, pal. Okay, so archers, I guess, here. Cavalry up there. Actually, no. Archers up there. cavalry down here, infantry right here. That should be fine. I have no idea where the enemy's coming from. Okay, so that general direction. That's good. That's good. Cavalry a little bit forward. Infantry is fine up there. Put the infantry in the back. Put the lime in the coconut. Make it all good. There. I wonder who found out drinking from someone's skull. I don't know. I guess it was started off in some tribal rituals, maybe? How did he know that the skull would hold wine or something? Well, I think a dissection was in order, good sir. Again, I think a dissection was in order, good sir. Oh shit, there's somebody actually shooting towards us. Can't really charge the cavalry, would get them killed in one of these types of... Actually, okay. Let them go, send in the infantry as well. That should keep them safe for a little bit. There. Should try to kill a few myself. The daily 8 p.m. questions. 9 p.m. question? I don't know. It's currently 8 p.m. for me. Over here. Depends where you're from. These are the fundamental questions that need to be answered and must be known for you to have a successful and fulfilling life. Sure. Why not? You know, you could just start Googling and maybe researching some articles and sources. Just start going with who started drinking skulls and why. The fuck were they thinking? Something like that, you know. Intuitive questions. That would help in thy search, good sir. Okay, sadly, I'm going to be bringing the horsemen to the front. Make sure that they're going to be participating in combat, and we'll see what they'll do. As I said, Swampert, depends on where you are in the world. Who knows? For some viewers, it might be 5 in the goddamn morning. I'm looking at you, America. I'm looking at you, goddammit. Alright, what's the speed? 5.5, 5.3, yeah, fuck that. Gotta go ahead and word check. Hey, Radzig. Welcome back to the end, man. What's up? There's a tournament here. I don't have to do it. I don't have to participate in that tournament. I don't gain anything from it anymore. I has what I needs. Okay. Maybe I need some extra honor rating. That's true. But do you still receive honor from winning tournaments? I don't really remember if that was still a thing in native. Probably Google says that the first ever Skull Cup was in England. Interesting, Englishman. Okay. I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of invading influence there, but maybe, sure. It was the Chinese and Celts. Okay. Not 100% sure. Back to the classics, I say. A little bit, Jake. A little bit. We gotta get that class rolling. Let's get ourselves some cabbages. I'll definitely need some extra inventory space soon. Check the tavern. Hopefully not get attacked by anybody. There's a ransom broker. Yes! Yeah, keep those ransom brokers coming. Make them available to me. Okay. Sure, I'll join. Because I want to see if I'm going to receive any honor from this. This is Rolf? Yeah, that was Rolf. Oh, good lord. Shit. I thought that would go through. Oh, fuck. He's a god. Yes! Good. No honor, just renown? Bleh. Okay. So I'm wasting my time a little bit. Well, I guess renown is gonna give us some extra soldiers, which is nice. So I'm gonna look at this as a positive. Plus the extra cash can always help us get some extra gold, or sorry, not extra gold. The extra cash will help us with some extra loot later on, extra gear that we might buy from a shop. So that's fine. I'm okay with that. Sweet Jesus, that dude was ended by my axe swing. I asked that dude a question so hard his horse died with him. Okay. 2 teams, 8 fighters each, which most likely might mean my end, especially if you don't give me a fucking horse. Okay, stay with the boys. Stay with the boys over here. They're... Attack them from behind. Assault the butt. Yeah. Get yourself off of that horse, bruh. Good. One more. Nice. The butt strategy was successful. 3 teams, 2 fighters each. And I'm on foot. But if I acquire... Oh, God. Get the fuck off of that horse. Oh, God. I gotta run. Oh, poop baskets. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Okay. Okay, mate. You want to do this? You want to scrap? Ow, son of a... Okay. Okay, it's a good thing that I actually managed to deal with that guy before this other dude came in. Whew, that saved me. You just can't farm tourneys in one town for money? The betting on gets reduced real hard? Yes, indeed, you can't. You have to roam the lands in search of opportunity. Get slapped by my axe, boy. Good. Isn't it a global reduction? Nope. It's a reduction only within the city that you've won the tournament. So practically, if you spam a festival, you'll be receiving diminishing returns. That's how it's work. That's how it works. Per 10 basis. And I think that applies... No. I think it's only... I think it's global in Battlelord. Yeah, I think it's definitely global in Battlelord. That's where you just start... Or maybe it's local in Battlelord as well. And just the price in general sucks there. Okay, let's see if we can find ourselves... No, I'll have to go back east. Go back east and hope for another bigger, sexier stack. Suddenly, I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of dudes killed. Okay. Another Slave Crusher. 14 raiders that are just too fast and too furious for me. 14. Anybody else? You wouldn't know about Bannerlord, can't play it? Okay, maybe in Pendor? I don't know either. I don't really remember how it was in Pendor. Are those 8? Yep, 8 to 10. These are small fries. These are rookie numbers. Come on, we gotta pump those rookie numbers up. Well, what's up, Caleb? Why did you press F in the chat? What are we looking on cash? Oof. The moolah of the world. Man, if I could just start waging war on a location, that'd be great. Hey, Alake. Welcome back to the end, dude. Condolences to Gladiator? Oh, I'm sure he's going to be able to play Battlelord. And to be honest, by the time he is going to play Battlelord, he's going to be having a much better experience with Battlelord than the rest of us, because it's going to be further development. So, not necessarily his condolences. He's not really losing much. No bot. Go away, bot. How the hell do I get rid of those bots? How the hell do I make them stop? Scheme to kill the bot. Alright, scheme to kill the bot. But I don't think that's going to resolve the root cause of said bot. Ooh. Okay, horseman. And our first lancer, ladies and gentlemen. And that lancer is going to stay all the way down there, so he doesn't die. And he's going to grow up and become big and strong, like wool. You won't be able to play Bannerlord until summer? You lucky dog, you. You lucky dog. You lucky motorbone son of a bitch, you. You're fine. So seriously, don't lament the fact that you can't play Bannerlord. You're fine. Spectre, thank you, good sir. You have eliminated the botty bot. Okay. Do I need anything? Well, I could start just buying better gear now. Well, the weapon is exactly what I need. Maybe I can buy a better shield? Size 79. Resistance 19, but resistance is futile. Ooh, and that HP though. Oh, that HP. The Virgin Bannerlord versus the Chad Warband. I would more go the Virgin Bannerlord versus the Chad Pendor rather than Warband. Masterwork Light Crossbow, 49. That could be good. Accuracy 99, speed 46. And a bow has a speed 76. 38. Okay, so the smaller the number, the slower the weapon. Got it. Steel shield. So the thickness, so... Oh no, it does increase his resistance. It does increase his resistance, that's true. The speed rating is 61. Again, does that make it faster or slower? How can you get your wife pregnant in Bannerlord? Keep her in your party. And spend... Apparently people have been saying that you need to spend time in the same castle, or at the same fief as well. As in, you know, go into a castle or fief, and then wait there for a few nights. And that should be good. Also what Strats Complicated said. Also what LK said. I think all of these need to be applied. Okay. Bolts wise, could go for a large bag of bolts. Good. Elite Cavalry Shield for a size 79. With resistance 22, but the HP is trash. I'm okay. Armor is 57. Thick Mamluk Mail, 5018. Coat of Plates, 5216. Yeah, the Coat of Plates looks awesome. Thanks, Caled. That'd be great. Bannerlord, Doomer, Warband, Boomer, Pendor, Chad. Yeah, sure, Mustrovich, whatever that means. Whatever that means, man. The Tribal... Splinted Greaves. Sure, I guess that can work. It's an upgrade. And then instead of the Harbigen, get the Coat of Plates, because it looks fucking cool. And finally get myself some gauntlets. And I'm not going to buy that because it looks stupid. I'll just wait for a better headpiece for now. Although the thick bassinet could work. Yeah, sure. That's gonna work. Okay. He's calling us old? Okay. I'm fine. I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm good. Full helmet school, you like it? I think it's a preference, my man. It's fine. 3712. Get that for now. 4036, yep. We'll solve that. And then we're gonna keep on searching. There. Next stop. Gonna go back southwards towards Jellicala, see if we can get in some trouble there. Hey, I don't mind the full-faced helmets. I like full-faced helmets. They're cool, but not that one. I don't know. I feel like that one just feels like it gives you a big head. We can find better. Some soldiers leveled up. Yeah! Man-at-Arms. Horsey the man. Men, yeah. Whatever. Let's go. I was so surprised when I heard that Meninists exist. I was so surprised. Jesus. Well, I first heard of it in a review, but still. Okay. Still receiving experience, which is great. Marketplace arms. What do we got here? Heavy long war axe. Nah. Thick knightly kite shield. Stat-wise, the winged great helm is the best. Yeah, probably. The masterwork winged great helm, or the lordly. Is it lordly? I think it needs to be lordly, right? Thick Serenade elite armor. I'll find better stuff on the way. Definitely find better stuff. Lordly. Winged Great Helm. This is the one, right? 55. Not even that expensive. Okay, I'll grab that one. We are now the Minotaur of medieval warfare. Iron Greaves. That's not expensive either. Sure. Yeah, I don't like this one. I like this one though. Good, and I will pay. I will pay, and I'll give that to my medic, because we want our medic to be as heavily armored as he can get. Also, next in line would be... Who's providing me with pathfinding? Deshavi. She needs an upgrade as well. 14, yep. I guess. Scraping the bottom of the barrel, but... Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Dried meat. Let's back. Leave. You must leave now? Train's arriving? See ya, my man. Have a good one, Struts. Looks silly, but it gives best protection. Against getting light. You saw a video of a dude that arguments that the Warband mod, The Last Days of the Third Age, was the best Lord of the Rings experience on a video game ever. I seem to recall that Battle for Middle-earth, the strategy game, the RTS, is the one that, that's super awesome. I know there are a few Lord of the Rings games out there that are good. BFMA is Pog. It is. Hey, Yvonne. Welcome back to the end, man. What's up? How art thou? Divide and Conquer for Total War Medieval 2 and Battle for Middle-earth 2 are the best. Divide and Conquer is a Lord of the Rings mod for Total War Medieval 2. Okay. Never could get into the modding scene with Total War games. Hey, there's King Graveth. I see. Battle for Middle-earth 1 is better than 2. Fight you. I sadly can't provide any extra arguments for that because I haven't played those two games. And as I understand, there's no way of you acquiring that game anymore. You're in quarantine? I'm sorry to hear that, Avon. Few counties over here as well are in quarantine. Third Age Divide and Conquer. Okay. Hey, yes, I'll hunt him down and execute the goddamn law, goddammit. And now I have 0 relations with this dude, so I can build my enterprise. Let's go. Nice. There is, it's free to download. The admin developer is behind it. Okay. Wisp it, man. Wisp it to me. Wisp it to me and I'll check it out. Is that the guild? Yeah, that's the guild master. Okay. Do I even have the money now? Oh my god, I don't have the money now. No. No, I went on a shopping spree. I went on a shopping spree and that... Damn. Okay, hunt down Tamus the Pauper. And he's at Epesh. Or Epeshi. Epeshi! Or something, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that name. And by Wisp, you can either send it to me on Discord or here on Twitch. It's on old games download or something like that. Cool. Cool. Always wanted to play that game. Never could. Think they should add that helmet for Bandlord. Its franchise icon at this point. I don't think they can add it because I don't think those types of helmets were invented in that time. I think this is a pure plate helmet, my man. This is not how it works, mate. Cabs here. Maybe add it as a unique item that you can discover after you play a few quests or something. That would be cool. You can play online as well. Do it from time to time. Cool. Again, Lispkith, you definitely need to, whisper it to me if I am to check that stuff out. Because I won't be able to go through the chat. I know, but that's a 13th century helmet, and we see some 13th century armor in Bannerlord. Okay. As I said, it would be cool to have it as a quest reward. Thank you, good sir. Wisp it, baby, one more time. Smack a bitch. There. Can any of the... I wanted to say, can anybody of the fresh blood can take some kills? That would have been nice. Well, I guess we got some mountain bandits. Give me those 3. Sing it, Brittany. Fuck yeah, I'll sing it. Good, another horseman. Now, if these 5 horsemen become lancers, I would be the most happiest person alive. Alive, something, I don't know. I don't English. 14. Oh, 19 mountain bandits. Oh my good god, the mother load. No! Stay away. It is my prey. Oh god. Okay, you know what? Everybody charge this time around? Sweet Jesus, everybody and their mother's dog are blocked on this side of the hill. Even the dog is blocked. Release the dog. Release the pooch. There. I don't have a dog. I wish, but I don't. This ain't Viking Conquest, brothers. Rodok Spearman? What? No, Kirchit Skirmisher! You are the fucking chosen one! God damn! You're supposed to send them in death, not join them! Damn it. Well, I gotta train them up for a quest, man. Hey, a Kirchit Skirmisher got a kill! What? That made up for it. Oh, okay. Just one of them died. Good. Good. I don't want that manhunter. I'm okay without that manhunter for right now. Good, some soldiers leveled up. Yes, brother. Yes, more. I require more. Okay, now to the Pesci we go. While we're waiting for, okay, sure. Get that one Rodok guy. Go to the village center. And find ourselves the target. Thank you, Lips. I got your wisp. Appreciate it, man. For those who are wondering what happened with Battle for Middle-earth and why it's not really available anymore, that much, you know, not officially sold, there was a licensing problem between the developers and the copyright owners. You also have a Discord if you have trouble downloading it. Okay, man. We'll see. Okay, there he is. Of course, I had to go and surround the village 3 times before I can find him. Hello, mate? Yes. I don't care. Bonk. Bonk. There. The bonkening has been accomplished, my king. It is over. Should be fine. Count Falsevor, the False. So the king should be again at Chilkala, just not doing anything. Is he? He's not here. Okay. I will have to seek the king out. See what he's doing. Give me them sausages. There. Milady. Lady Forbessa. Tell me the location of your king. He should be close to Shellas, but at the moment. Shellas, Kellas. Okay, going east maybe? We're just roaming the lands. Right there. Check the tavern, please. For a ransom broker. Of course, all the ransom brokers are at a goddamn ransom broker convention in the River Chug or something. Now, let's go. Who knows, maybe the king is currently recruiting soldiers. Soldiers leveled up, speaking of. Good. Ah, there he is. Nope, that's Count Talbar. Hey! Hey, listen! Hey! Listen! Listen! Okay, yep. My name is Butchie the Butch. I'd like to ask you the location of King Graveth, who is still close at Chellas. What's he doing? Is he resolving a local dispute or something? I ain't seen no king. Maybe he was going east? Are they at war with anybody? No. Faction relations. No, these are mine. Notes, factions, Rodox, foreign affairs. Bound by truce, do not attack Swadia. So no, they're not going there. Hey Hortak, welcome back to the end, dude. I'm trying to track down King Graveth, the Grave. How you doing, man? Now they shouldn't have any reason to be here. I'm gonna walk back towards. I have 111 days to finish that quest. Good. I'm gonna walk back towards Jolkala and see if he's there. Yeah, that's how I get paid. Hello? Gurlich? King Graveth, you cheeky dicky. How? How did you bypass me? Okay, I found that dude. Blood money can't accept. Good. Awesome. Is the next Crusader Kings 3 stream on Friday? Sadly, yes. I'll see. I'll decide, Caleb. I'll check it out. I'll see. I know. It hurts me too, man. It hurts me too. The pain. The pain of wanting to play something, but you gotta stick to your schedule. Which I barely stick to. The pain. Okay, let's go, I guess, back towards the... Wait, nope. 9.5. I'm gonna go back to Velica or Yalen and try to sell those prisoners so I can build a enterprise in Jalkala. Rules were made to be broken? No. No, they were not. Rules were made for a reason, and that reason is to be respected as much as you can. Of course, there are exceptions, but we should stay away from those as much as possible. Check the tavern here. Good. So, no, okay. So, are the wings on the helmet meant to look like a dragon? Or am I a bull that had a aquatic upbringing? I'm not 100% sure. Traveler. Who are you? No! No! Why? Okay, I'm gonna go to Exhall. A dragon bull? Or a aquatic bull? Aquaman's bull. Yeah. I think her name's Amber or something. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, let's go to Uxhall and try to sell prisoners. Hey, hello, dashing lad. Have you seen a ransom broker anywhere? Nah, I don't think so. Let's go to Suno and maybe sell there. I could totally sell this. Come on. Okay, there's a tournament here, which I definitely don't need. Hey, a ransom broker. Holy hell. 'Tis my dream come true. And that gave me enough money to build an enterprise. Oh, book merchant. Oh, my baby boy. I'll see you later. Wink. Walk away. Okay, and now we're going to go to Chalkala and build our enterprise before the king asks for our service. We don't want to offer our services just yet. Hello, deserters. And count place. Okay, let's go to Chalkala. Hey, 14 lures. Seriously, are those guys still alive? I swear, I've seen those 14 looters a while back, a few days ago. They were hanging on. They were running for their dear life, and they managed to keep ahead by the looks of it. But someday. Okay, take a walk around the streets. Right in here, and then to the left. There's my boy. Doesn't even know how to use a goddamn chair. Goddamn. Okay. So, 96 per week. No. Brewery 106. Tannery 271. Tannery 271. That's not bad. Tannery. Tannery. Tannery still wins. Okay, I guess the tannery is the most lucrative enterprise in Jalkala. Interesting. Okay, yep, I'm going to be getting a tannery. Walk away. And now, I guess we're going to go back on the coast and seek out some more sea raiders, get in some extra fights, just to get 3 more Kurjit Lancers before they all decide that they die. Morale's average, that's fine. How are we doing on food? I'll acquire some more food from Velica for the trip. Should be okay. Leadership is 6. I'm okay with that. I'll need to read the book for extra leadership. And I'll level up. Nice. Slowly getting there. Marketplace goods. Give me the cheese, for everybody likes cheese. And if you tell me that you don't like cheese, you lying. You lying to my face, and I don't appreciate. Spectre, you're gonna lurk for a bit while you listen to Soviet-Afghan war music, debating to play Stalker while you wait for D&D to start. That's a very colorful evening, my man. Sure, go for it. Have fun, man. Have fun. Wish you the most. Let's move. You don't like certain cheeses? Lies! Lies and deceit. Lies and deceit. Sure. No problem, man. I only like certain cheeses as well. Ooh, 44 Forest Bandits. They're gonna kill my army. Let's go get them. You like all types of cheeses? My man. You. Oh dear. Follow me. What am I looking at here? Holy shit. Looking at death. Cavalry keep following me. Up. Cavalry charge. Go have fun. Try to kill. We're getting shot. Yes! That shit doesn't work on me anymore, boys. But it might work on the others. I am the tanky boy now. Mathilde, no! Yep. Whoopity, whoopity. Every cheese is a good cheese? If you play Swati, you'll stock up on butter more than anything? Aw, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. To be honest, I'm not really sure who are the cheese lovers in this game. 17 Forest Bandits. Now that's a good haul. That's a good haul. Frentis leveled up. You better level up. Strength 14. Riding will remain at 4. Power strike can go up a bit. Yeah. Getting better, stronger, faster, deadlier. The good stuff. Slaver Chief, Courage Lancers. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more. My job is to train up Lancers until I have 6. I am a trainer of men. My dude. Or are you asking something else? Tonight your girlfriend's coming over and she said we might have some fun. Okay, Frost. You have fun, my man. You have fun. Are you going to be playing with Tamagotchis? Are you going to be bringing out the Pokemon trading cards? How do I like the Lancers? Not in my army. That's how I like my Lancers, Hortek. It's D&D night? That is going to be definitely some 100% fun, Frost. 100% fun. But that's how I like my Lancers. Not in my army, Hortek. Preferably as far away from me as possible. Truce has expired. Oh no, not the truce. Anything but the truce. Spears and Mountain Blade are a long joke. I am sure the USA audience is laughing their ass off at the game. You got the same opinion about them? I mean, they're better than nothing. They're better than a, I don't know, an infantryman or something. How do I like the Huskarls? With their shields up and in front facing the enemy in the first line. Lisp. That's how I like my Huskarls. Or I also like them going up those ladders. And hopefully planting their axe in the enemy's face. No axing questions, just planting the axe firmly in the skull of the enemy. And that's where it's at, with the Huskies. Also, for some odd reason, I call them the Huskies. Warms your Viking heart? Okay, man. Good for you. How do I like Bannerlord devs? Working on the game? A good dev is a dev who works, guess? They're fine. They're fine. They have an early access game that they're improving, utilizing community feedback. What's there not to like? At least they don't kill enemies and just put them to sleep, but still. Well, we have the Slaver Chiefs for that. You took my advice, and in your Sturgeon playthrough, you're slicing your way with the Longglaive through Colradia. Caleb, Longglaive is love. Longglaive is life. Well, or takes life, but still, you get the idea. Oh, wait, whoa. Since we're at Kura, can I just check the tavern and see if there's a ransom broker here? Of course there isn't. Walk away. Go to Rivy the Chegg. And hopefully sell some stuff there. Who's that? 20 Sea Raiders. Why? Okay. You're low-key thinking of divorcing Swanna and marrying the Madame Glaive? Is there a divorce option in the game? Now that you're mentioning that, my brain was trying to just process that thing. But is there a divorce option? I don't think there is. I don't think that world has the concept of divorce. Does it? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. Let's check the tavern. There he is. There's my boy. Yeah. You take those forest bandits off my hand. Now let's go west. 10 Sea Raiders. Well, no, but enable death and charge her into 500 Kurgid mounted archers. What's it called? That subtle approach to resolving the problem, man. I don't think so, but there's a mod for getting unlimited wives and another mod for gay marriage. Cool. So glad. Alright, one more Kurgid Lancer. I have a feeling that they're gonna die in this battle. I got a feeling. And today's not a good day for science. Okay, archers there, infantry here. Cavalry somewhere hidden in that pocket corner over there. Archers fault. No. Yeah, you know what? Actually, archers hear me. Stand closer, fall back a bit, and then fall forward a bit. Just to get those horsies out of the way. Yeah, that's what's up. Start the shooty, brothers. The shooty is on our side. Maybe put the infantry a little bit to the corner. So bring the cavalry 2 steps forward. Hey, Marty. How you doing, Martin? Welcome back to the end. Fapa! Oh yeah, that totally worked. Okay, calves, go in. I think the archers softened the enemy up a bit. They didn't, but still. They changed the font of the names in the Twitch chat? No, I'm seeing the same font. Are you using a different browser? Because using a different browser might do that. For example, there is definitely different fonts for Firefox and for Chrome. Seems a bit thicker. Okay. I don't know. Haven't noticed anything different for the usernames. Slap him. Slappy McSlapface. There we go. There. Huzzah, Jatu. You have a theory that in the Battlelord years, so many women lord died in wars that by warband time the noblemen don't allow women to fight? Or let's just consider it a alternative timeline where women have the same rights as men. Let's go with that. We all did some squats, Marty. We're all thick now. Sure, why not? Okay. Damn. No new Lancer. Give me more. I need more. No, that's... Oh, hello, yes, 33 Sea Raiders. Now that's a juicy target. Don't mind if I goddamn diddly do. Get theory recently, it's us that changed, not the lore. Though. Or maybe we should stop considering Battlelord to be a prequel to Warband, and it's just its separate world. Let's just consider it a soft reboot or a soft remake. Okay. Been playing some Battlelord for the last 4 hours. You actually really like the game. I'm glad you do, Marnie. Glad you do, my boy. It's a good game. It just needs some extra care for the late game, and it needs literally a diplomacy tree. It needs a diplomacy system in place, and it's good to go. The diplomacy system in place, maybe a little bit of economic rework, maybe a little bit of buff to the fiefs, not fiefs, to the caravans and workshops, and yeah, it should be good. Or if they're not going to be buffing the caravans or workshops, they definitely need to go back to the old, on a weekly basis, you get the cash system. And pay the men system. You do that, yeah, reboot it in different settings. Like Nova Ethos fits better into the lore than Battlelord. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Archers here, infantry here, stand closer, cavalry, take a side step. There. Get everybody out of the way. Ouch! Dude got almost shot. Now turn the cavs around, so they're facing the true enemy. The Sea Raider enemy. Don't give them any quarter, men. These people will not hesitate to take your skull and drink delicious beverages from them for some odd fucking reason. Get him! Get him, boys! Fuck him up. Yeah, well, the Swatty Knights are getting their fair share. Slappy McSlapface. That should be a name, a character name. Good. Don't think so. In Warband at the beginning, it warns you that for playing women, people will mistreat. You can argue that a feminist critique itself. It looks like they made Battlelord more diverse to evade polemics towards the Occidental public. Indeed, they did that, LK. In Warband, you actually had a political disadvantage, and in general a disadvantage of rolling a female character, but it was enjoyable to deal with it. Also some sick geological plate disappointment considering the whole of Aserai Serenade Desert just moves to the right in just a couple of decades. It's guys, just consider it as a soft reboot. It's a new world. New world with a lot of similarities to the old. It's fine. And plus, come on, Martin. They had to make the desert more, the map more interesting. Hey, Savage Comrade, welcome back to the Indeed. Indeed. Home on the northern coast. fighting sea raiders, living that dream. The good shit. The good days. Okay. And did they? Oh, did they? No. No, they didn't. They didn't level up. Shit. Okay. To Rivachek we go. And this time we're actually going to sell the weapons from our inventory as well, for I have forgotten to do such. Go, go. Oh dear. We've completed the quest. Holy shit. We're done. You gotta go give that quest and be done with it. You still look at it like Bannerlord being the base and the mods being the actual game when they come out. That's what you do with Warband. Smart man. Smart man. I need a... Okay, I definitely need a mod where that G actually ends and there's no cut there. That always bothered me. Can't wait for mods? Give it a few years. I kid you not. Give it a few years and we're going to be getting some good stuff. Don't expect mods as soon as they come out to be the gods amongst men. I mean, for fuck's sake, there was a lot of development put into some of the overhaul mods. Feels weird to actually earn money from workshops after all hours of Bannerlord. Did you build wool weavers in Kuzay territories, Mostrovich? Or how did you go about doing it? Or were you talking about seeing my Warband thing? Warband list. So, tavern. Good, my boy's still here. Yeah, get paid, brothers. Get paid. And now, we're gonna go and find ourselves a Sanyar Khan, give him his lancers, throw the rest of the Kyrgyz soldiers away, and never look at them ever again. Okay, looters, sea raiders, nothing I'm interested in right now. Let's keep a move on. Boyar Buluga, or Belugar, or whatever his name is. Some soldiers leveled up. Good. Hey, Thetster. Yeah, Warband. For those who actually check out the schedule on Twitch, you will actually see what I plan on playing next. For example, tomorrow is Bannerlord. On Thursday, it's Warband again, and on Friday, it's Crusader Kings 3. The tip you learned was looking at the output of connected villages to a town and then build whatever workshop uses those raw material. If possible, seems to work out for you. Okay, what's the best workshop that's producing the most money for you, Martin? Only took an hour to get lancers? Yeah, only took an hour to get 6 lancers. No big deal. Boyar Noyan. Okay, I can actually ask Boyar Noyan here. Sure, Boyar Noyan, I don't care who. I want to ask you location of Sanyar. He's close to Tolga right now. Okay, guess I'm gonna go to Tolga. What about new playthrough of Perizno? There's a new version of it? I know there's a new version of it. I just don't have enough time to add all of these in the schedule, man. Don't have a lot right now. I think it's a carpenter or whatever it's called, since the village connected produces hard wood. Okay, it's a wood workshop, actually. And I am curious to hear how much you're producing with said wood workshop, because I heard that wood workshops were nerfed. Pretty hardcore. Nerfed. Lady Asreen. Field close to this star castle. Close to... Oh, okay. That star castle. Order of King Yaraglek. Dundush Noyan. Sabula Noyan. Let's see if Cibola likes the food on Barunda. Wow, that is an old reference that nobody will get. You're planning on going trader, but you quickly realize that killing a single party and selling the loot and prisoners nets you more cash than like 30 minutes of trading? That is correct, Martin. That is correct. Until you get the ball rolling. Once you get the ball rolling, then you get the good cash. What? I want to ask you the location of Sanir Khan. I was clicking on something else. He's close to Bulliger. No, I don't. Mother. Trucker. Now I lost track of. Hey, never mind. Senor Khan, my boy. He has 300 soldiers. Damn, dude. Hello, Tusky, give me here 6 lancers. Get the hell away from me. You get traders dope once you find the correct trade routes. Small tip, Martin. Go grab yourself some desert horses from the desert. You're going to be making a lot of cash. Never really tried getting any other source of income besides tourneys and selling off loot? Workshops and caravans are alien to you? Well, it's a good thing that you're not interested in them because, as I said, they're currently not that good. Courage horsemen, get the hell out of my army. Nothing against them, but they're just weak. Nothing against the culture itself, but they're weak. That's soldiers, so I don't want them. Of course, you're hyped for franchise mods like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, but you're actually just as hyped for the unique setting mods like PoP and Fresno. Ditto. Do I have the cash? I do have the cash money. Where you at, brothers? Oh, there he is. I see him. I see ya. Gotcha. Like to buy the good stuff and just jump to the yep. That's going to bring me the most cash. Next up, Nara. Once we have built in Nara, we're going to try and seek out to offer services as a vassal. Hopefully one of the kings will send us a letter of vassalage or something. Soldiers leveled up. Veteran crossbowman, Nord veteran. Let's go. Okay, I don't have enough money right now to buy another enterprise here, so we're going to have to wait for a little bit of time. But in theory, if we spend our time over here in Kyrgyz territories, the King Sanir Khan should offer vassalage. You don't really have a boner for Game of Thrones like you used to after the last 2 seasons of the show. Lord of the Rings is going to be hype though. Sure, man. All's good. All is good. There's something for everyone. Hell, you can even roleplay a little bit earlier. Roleplay as your favorite character from any world and pretend that he just arrived through magical portal magic in this world. Or whatever game you're currently playing. That can work excellently with RPGs. Okay. Let's go east a bit. Not exactly sure how much time do we have to wait. They better not F up Lord of the Rings. And if they do, what are you gonna do, Mr. Bitch? You're just gonna be patient and wait for a better version. To be honest, you stopped caring for Game of Thrones after Season 6. It's just the books to you now. Cool. Smart man. Healthier. Keep on doing that, Caleb. You're on the right track. 38-step bandits that are fast as F. They're the fastest. More cavalry. And you're already drooling over how good you imagine some of the mod items like armors and swords are going to look. Like even with Warband sewage graphics, there are some mods with certain items that just look so cool. Just imagine what they can do with Bannerlord. You're getting carried away here. You are getting carried away, Martin. Temper yourself. Temper yourself, good sir. Wait. Have patience. Take your mind off of it. And when it does appear, You will be surprised. Okay, Senor Khan is off looking for mercs in his war. Although I don't think he's going to accept me as a vassal, is what I'm seeking. Simbulanoyan. There's Senor Khan with 305 soldierinos. Really gotta get you reading those damn Game of Thrones books. Hoping that will get you back into Game of Thrones after the show kind of got you out of it. Well, Martin, you could, to be honest, if you really want to get, get started with reading that series and also sticking to video games, you might want to seek them out as audiobooks and just listen to them while you are, playing something that doesn't really require a lot of attention, like grinding in Warband, for example. Might really help you out. Get you started. Oh, right, we wanted to talk with this dude. I want to offer my sword in something. I am known as a good guy, and I am ready. Yeah. Good. And now we are a vassal of the Kurgits. As I said, I'm going to be choosing the underdog and try to help them out, beat back a little bit of the Vagirds. We're definitely not going to be using their soldiers, the Kurgit soldiers, but we're going to help them in some of the wars. Also, name's Rev. How long have you been a content creator? Did it take a while to get to where you are now? Yes, it did take a while, and I've been a content creator for 2 years. Love the rich history of Game of Thrones to the extent of not valuing the present time anymore. Good. Smart man. You've been almost exclusively listening to audiobooks lately. Didn't actually consider listening to the audiobook since you already have the first one in text. But if you can find it with good performance, you might actually listen to the audiobook. Yeah, good tip. Indeed, my man. Audiobooks are the future. Stop. Don't get yourselves killed. There. Also, archers, if you could just start shooting, that'd be great. What? Some of these guys actually spawn with a crossbow? That is interesting. Well, none of my business, but interesting nonetheless. I missed. Yeah. Son of a... Come on, let me smack ya. Welcome back, Strats. What's up? Victoire. That's enough. Go back to Nara. Brula Noyan. Wait, deserters what? Kurgit Lancers? Ooh, interesting. Step Banditos, I don't care about. 4.6, we're at 3. Yeah, I'm not catching that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. They never seem to hit anything with those crossbows, though. Yeah, if you wanna grab a good crossbowman, you seek out the Rodox for that. You gotta simp over the Foundation audiobooks on Audible as is mandatory for you, because the guy reading them is just so good, and the books are perfect for audiobooks to listen to a little bit of once in a while, since they're made of multiple shorter stories instead of a larger continuous one. Yeah, that's cool. Hey Smoothie, doing fine. I'm about to build my last enterprise over here, and I've started work as a vassal for the Kurgits. Who knows, I might get married as well. I'll see. So we're currently waiting for the cash to tick in. Yeah, waiting for that juicy 8K gold. Yeah, well, I did state that I'm going to be joining the underdog, and in this case, in this world, the underdog is, well, the Kurgits. So, I'm going to be going with them. Kurgit Lancers suck. You had a defensive Tolga against 1,000 men from Swadia, and had 200 Kurgit Lancers, and you lost. Well, maybe because you were outnumbered? Frost? Were you? Because from your statement, it seems like you were outnumbered. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Hey, Melloc here. Welcome back to the end, man. What is up? They had 569 recruits. It's the 69 that did it, man. It's the 69 that did it, I bet. Okay, Artimaner. Intellect 15, Engineering 5. Oh, wait. Reset. Intellect. Trainer up the ass. Yeah. And then he's gonna get more points into tactics and into engineering. That's fine. Courageous units are meant to for field battles anyway. They're meant to suck in sieges, I think. Yeah, well, they kind of suck on field battles as well. You have to micromanage them a lot to make them decent. Lancers look intimidating, but you question them when it comes to efficiency. They're light cavalry. The entire army of the Khergits is a light cavalry. They're coming with light cavalry to try to defeat the bigger boys. Zunrael, they are a bit underrated, that's true. Everybody calls them shit. Hell, I call them shit. But it is true that if you micromanage them correctly, they can perform well. Decent. Okay, so N. Oh, wait, no, not N. Notes. No, not. Ah, yeah, notes, not notes. That's good. Khergit Khanate. Its vassals are myself, and I'm the Lord of Dashbiga. Yeah, Dashbiga. Oh, Dashbiga, my old village. Hey, and it's not burned down. Peace agreement between Nords and Serenids. Like there'd be a battle between them. The only reason they're bad is that Swadian Knights exist. Sure. Yes. The only reason the Khergits are bad, actually, is because the Horse Archer AI doesn't properly work in Warband as well. You found out something new in Bannerlord today? If you build maximum trebuchets and just wait for a while, they'll actually break down the walls of the castle you're sieging, and then during the siege there's just a big hole in the wall you can charge through. You don't have to deal with a siege tower or ram. Nice find, dude. Nice find. Good for you. Cool. Build a manor, build a mill, build a watcher, build a school, build a messenger post. Yeah. I'm not gonna build anything. I don't really care about this village right now. I am just looking to fight. But there's no wars. Hey, Alfarius. Welcome back to the end, man. What's up? How you doing? Well, since we're waiting for war, I guess I can go ahead and just build up my forces a little bit further. Grab myself, how are we doing on infantrymen? We're doing fine on infantrymen. How are we doing on cavalry? 7 slaver chiefs. Okay. With 5 and 7 civilian knights. Yeah, that's fine. Those boys can take out a lot of enemies. They're definitely a very efficient cleanup crew. I'm gonna go and grab myself some Rhodoks. And just fill up the rest of the army with Rhodoks. Because I don't think we're gonna be at war with the Rhodoks anytime soon. Well, there is a possibility, of course. But for the foreseeable future, it would make much more sense to declare war on the Vagirs and fight on that front. Which means that my Vajir soldiers will have a slight problem facing their own kind. So, just to prepare on that side, might be a good idea to grab myself some Rhodoks instead. Truce has expired. Good. Good. Speaking of, how are you boys doing? No outstanding issues. Bound by a truce with the Vagirs, and it'll expire in 12 days. And the Serenids provoked us, and there's a risk of war. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Warband sieges are stupid? Oh, you're talking about the sieges where people go up the ladders until somebody one side wins and the other side loses, and there's literally one ladder, or innovation, 2 ladders? Did they ever actually start warring again after a truce? Yeah, they do. After the truce is over, it goes to a status of no outstanding issues are taking place, and then stuff go through. Siege tower sieges are the absolute worst. As long as you push the siege tower and survive until it reaches its walls, it sucks. But once the siege tower reaches the walls, then you're good to go. Yeah. Okay, now we have enough cash to build our stuff in Nara. Once we return there, we're going to go for it. Zermish. Yeah, let's recruit ourselves up to max. One dude. Emir. Okay, let's go to Pagantur and then to Emir. Two Rodax. 2. It will be nice to level them up and use them as crossbows, yes. Give it a second, Skippy. Hell yeah, now 7 is much better. Much more up my alley. Maybe 5 more, and I'm good to go. Yeah, brothers. We fine, we good, we jolly. Now let's go to Nara. Well, realistically, assaults were usually never carried out. Usually, you starved out the defender, and usually the sieging force outnumbered defenders massively. If a game depicted siege warfare accurately, it'd be boring. True. I don't know what devs were thinking when they did the sieges. Alake, you have to remember that this was a indie game. As Alfarius said, if they did sieges the right way, it would have been more boring. Sadly, the right way doesn't work here. It's kind of pointless to starve out enemies. I don't think there's a mod out there where starving out the enemy actually works properly. Am I planning on playing more Star Sector in the near future? Dude, short answer is yes. Long answer is when I have the time and when I release some other games from my schedule. Yeah, nice. Okay, these crossbow need to come up right there. Yeah, good. But it will most likely be on Friday streams. So let's go. Actually, I should save. Haven't saved in a while. Purely realistic sieges would definitely be bad for the game. Okay, so I think the best course of action for sieges would be what Bannerlord's doing. They just need to get rid of the bugs, streamline everything, make sure that starving enemies out is also viable, and that's it. I think Bannerlord is going in the right direction with sieges. Still doing random game Fridays streams because you missed those? Yes, we do. Well, more like, not necessarily random game Fridays, more like whatever I'm in the mood game Fridays. But still, yeah, we're still doing those. Cheese for the... No, not pottery. Cheese for the cheese god. Good. Then now take a walk around the streets. Was it Nara that I need to build? I think so. Ah, there's my boy. Favorite game? I've never asked you that question. Currently my favorite game, because it changes from time to time, which is normal. Currently my favorite game of all time is Total War Warhammer. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about starving the enemy out being an option. I think it would take that option almost every time if it was possible, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Well, definitely give the enemy a chance to sally out, Zunrael. Walls are force multipliers, so if sieges were done realistically, you'd only assault when you've outnumbered 10 to 1. I agree. If you don't plan on, yeah, I gotta get that. If you don't plan on just assaulting to begin with. Like expanding on the pre-attack phase, building siege equipment and stuff like that, something like in Viking Conquest and the World of Ice and Fire where stuff can happen. But not exactly like in those mods, because it just felt like random events that make you lose troops without you doing anything wrong or having any power over it. True. So, again, practically add an RNG element to the sieges in Banlord. Is that what you're suggesting? Okay, great. Now we have enterprises all over the world. Can I solve anybody inside here? Mark Crossbowman, Katrine, no. Alright, now we just gotta wait for a war. Great, we gotta wait for a war. I guess let's go find ourselves a lady. Let's start courting a chick. No, not RNG. Give options for making more stuff and doing certain things, but have there be like a trade-off by doing it. So there's some tactics, not just random text walls that make you lose half of your army. True, that'd be cool. Bring back poets. Bring back poets. Bring back travelers. Bring back books. But hey, it's fine. We got ourselves board games in the taverns, right? A unique board game for each culture. That's cool. Who knows? Maybe next patch they're going to be adding Gwent to the game. Hey, dude. Exactly the person I was looking for. Farmer man. I will help your village, mate. No chest, though? Maybe chest doesn't exist in that world, Marty. Save the village of Distrel. Okay. I think fix the bugs and economy before worrying about minor content like that. I agree. Priority-wise would be to add diplomacy to the game. Actual diplomacy and political decisions that matter. Second priority would be to buff up mounts in general. Just make them a little bit more powerful, a little bit more impactful. The other thing would be to rework the economy. That's it. Okay, just everybody charge, I guess. Keep the archers here, though. And it should be fine. Slappy McSlapface. I swear, officer. I will... Ouch! I will attack better soon. Nope. Cavalry charges are definitely not a thing currently. There. Haven't played in a few months. Did they optimize the game better? Memory leaks were a plague, so you took a break. They did. They did optimize the game better. There are still memory leaks out there and problems, but they're fewer now. Less issues overall, so it's going in the good general direction. Get that Frodo wannabe. Good. Good. Nobody died. Refuse. Gain honor. That's what's up. Think so? It runs so good for me. I did upgrade to a proper PC, so that might be some of it. That might be some of it, that is true. Battle works very well for me now as well. So, Mr. Khan, do we have any plans of going to war? You don't know me well enough. Okay. How goes the war? Can we marry? Have other plans for your children? No, you don't. I mean, sure, that's fine. Do you even have family? Sanir Khan, Lord of Tolga and Nara. I ain't seen no family. Okay. Yeah, I know, Alpharius. I remember. Lady Ravin and Lady Yasrin. God. Your wife to Belar Noyan. Good. Wow, you have your mother's eyes. Wife to Urmuda Noyan. Okay, so these are just ladies. These are just wives. I don't remember in vanilla actually having good-looking ladies. Each and every one of them looks like she received a shovel to the face. Repeatedly. Hundred Lancers. Isn't the Serenity Claimant almost okay? Arwa? Let's see. Characters. Arwa. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She's okay in comparison. She good. Thunder Khan wishes to inform me that the lords of the Khergits will be gathering for a feast in Tolga. Fine. Fine. We'll Tolga it up. No, I can't marry her. I don't think I can marry her. Worse than you remember? Memory can't really be a reliable judge. Mr. Pineapple, go away, bot. Go away. Swear, I wanna grab a pulverizer, a spray, a water spray that you use on cats and just go like on the bot and just get it away. Marketplace arms. No, it's fine. I assume a lot of people will be joining. Yep. Somewhere in the Vajir lands looks kind of similar to Arwa, you seem to recall. To be honest, I really don't care of having the fairest in the land. I'm okay with just grabbing a wife and then just be done with it. Imagine all the views you could get. Sure, yeah. The views. So many. Ow! Hurts. Why is the text bot like cursed? Because wanna become famous is a term no longer accepted on the channel. In an attempt to get rid of the bots, but then they go all summoning Cthulhu on our asses. Yeah, exactly. It's probably cursed to bypass automatic bans. Correct, General. Let me love you. There. Would I be interested in gaining popularity? Okay. Well, mate. I am interested in gaining popularity if it's a correct and healthy way of doing so. buying followers will not, or views will not get, holy shit, will not get me anywhere. There we go. Just seeing if rephrasing would get around it. It did, so you don't get why you'd use ancient rune text. Because the bots are not that smart. I don't know how everybody's gonna throw it like that. Anybody can throw it like that if you're standing still. Yeah! Get stabbed. I be slashing them up, boys. Lame. Can I get your shield, please? If I acquire your shield, I will be the strongest on the field. For now, I can protect myself. Now I'm the only dagger wielder that can also block. But I can also miss. Good, that's my fan club, that's good. Let's keep moving. Get him. Lame. Sit yourself down, bruh. There. 2 team 6 fighters each. As long as I'm on a horse, I'm fine. And as long as I don't receive a javelin to the face. Got him. Oh, poopy baskets. Oh, crap. Okay, no shield there. Oh, crap. Get away from that lady. Oh. Was there an exit? Was there a magical portal over there in that corner of the arena? Wow, that dude chamber blocked me a bit. But this person has a shield. Yes! Glorious. I'm gonna call it a night. Have a great stream, and thanks for it. Good night, everyone. Alright, Caleb. Thanks for dropping by, man. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a wonderful evening/night. Peace. Got him. Good. Still quite a few more enemies. Nice. Okay, Martin. Have a good time with your shitty TV. Peace. Hey, knocked out Sanya Khan himself. That's the way we do it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let me just get inside your blind spot. Catch it with your teeth. Oh, you son of a bitch. Cutting my horse, why don't you? There. Are you the only non-lurker left? That's scary. It's fine, dude. We won't always find a subject to talk about. But, turn around if you want to ask something or if you want to discuss something, go for it. I don't mind having a one-on-one conversation while other people are watching our every move. Every move. Oh, shit. Someday I'll get a shot in. It's fair because you're bad at having things to talk about. Dude, there's no pressure. If you don't have anything to talk about, it's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and lurk away as well. There doesn't always need to be a conversation. I've never asked of anybody to dance monkey dance. Understand? It's perfectly fine. I am gonna lose all of my javelins. Good. Yeah. Take my goddamn throwing weapon. No, no, what are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why? Well, to me, this place, the inn, feels a bit weird and there's no conversation going on. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm sure there are subjects out there that you can open up. What are you currently playing nowadays, Unreal? Let's start off from there. That's a very nice icebreaker. We're both gamers. We both like video games, so let's go with that. What are you playing nowadays? What's occupying your time when it comes to video games? Or maybe you're currently watching a book that really catches your interest. Oof. 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 Oh my god. I will get stabbed, no! Yeah! Nice. You're kind of playing anything that you happen to think about? Okay, and for example today, or yesterday, what did you play? What did you go for? Also, we're gonna join the festival. Grug Caveman, thank you for becoming a follower, my dude. Welcome to Hit Point 10. You're playing a lot of Warhammer 2? Cool. What campaign are you currently going through? I am personally playing a Dwarven campaign. And I just declared war on the Empire by mistake by declaring war on, what's their name? The ones that are north of Sartosa. I can't really remember it right now. So that campaign is going pretty interestingly. I must leave now, fuck off. Sure, let's get to meet everyone. And I'm playing a vampire campaign with a friend. We're co-oping it up. I am playing as Manfred, and he's playing as Heinrich Kemmler. That's his name. Found me live finally. Thank you for the Viking Conquest Guide. No problem, dude. I'm happy and grateful that you dropped by, and I'm glad that it helped you out, man. You're impatiently waiting for the Stormlit Archives for Stormlit Archives 4 that are released today, called The Rhythm of War. Stormlit Archives, what's that? My dude. And you're playing an Empire campaign in Warhammer. Okay, which leader? Oh, hello. That's a good looking lady. It's a high fantasy book series by Brandon Sanderson. Ah, Brandon Sanderson. He is a very good writer of fantasy, as I understand. A lot of people are recommending me his books. I actually have a few of his books that I need to read. Yeah, we're gonna hit on Lady Achahan. Sister to Chorka Noyan. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. I'd like to dedicate my success to you, which has increased us from 0 to 8, which is awesome. And I am your admirer. Awesome. And she wants to see more of me. Alright. Yeah. That's what's up. You love his straight-to-the-point writing style? That's how you describe it? Cool. Straight to the point, no wishy-washy, no overly describing something. Edgar Allan Poe style. Because that's the most recent thing that I read that really goes up in descriptions. We're playing Karl Franz, the Emperor, the God Emperor himself. Cool. Did you manage to confederate? How's your campaign going? Do you have any problems with anybody? And what is your favorite army composition for the Empire? Because I tend to artillery spam, which is usually not a good idea. Although it's fun to see, the rockets. Just the rockets just go boom. You confederate the most important lictors, and you're currently snowballing out of control. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. So you got the ones who matter, like, you got the guy who really likes flagellants, but nobody uses flagellants, because they're shit. So you took, Balthazar Gelt, the gold daddy himself. Who else did you confederate? That's kind of interesting that they actually have some unique lords for each location. Your army comp is 5 handgunners and 4 hellstorms plus wizards. The rest are meat shields and distractions. So 5 handgunners and 4 hellstorms plus wizard. Fire wizard or life wizard? Because kind of those are your options. For example, if you're going to go with a steam tank spam, you definitely want a life wizard. The Warband soundtrack or the Bannerlord one? I've listened to both so much that I hate them. But I guess Bannerlord for right now, because it's new, and I haven't listened to it enough. So I'm going to go with Bannerlord. You bought Warhammer 2 during the spring, but didn't get quite into it yet. Okay. Well, Strats, what is your favorite tactic in a war? When you play Mountain Blade Warband, what type of army do you usually go for? What do you like? Fire Wizards are the best, but Celestials are your favorite because of the Comet of Casadora tickles your fancy. Oh yeah, the Comet of Casadora is pretty cool. Usually have Comet of Casadora and Chain Lightning on the Celestial Wizards from the Lizardmen. And I like the Comet of Casadora just to clear out enemy walls. Practically, the Comet of Casadora is a big FU to a particular unit. If you're like, okay, I want that artillery piece to be gone off the map, you just send a Comet of Casadora on it. You like building tall? Quality over quantity? Quality over quantity. Okay, that's good. You like building tall, quality over quantity. And within that quantity of quality, what do you go for? Do you prefer cavalry? Do you prefer a more ranged approach? Do you magic your enemies to death? Do you prefer infantry armies? Sounds like you should play High Elves. Yeah, if he wants to go for quality over quantity, he should definitely try to go dwarves. Definitely try to go High Elves. Even Dark Elves, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's the way to go. Well, dwarves are from Warhammer 1. But yeah, since you mentioned Warhammer 2, High Elves, definitely. Okay, let's keep moving. Gonna go back to Tulga. High Elves because they can get rich as fuck. If you build properly, any faction can get rich as fuck. Might have to try the Elves. You do enjoy your ranged units? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Try to grab Sisters of Avalorn as quick as you can. Once you have a few Sisters of Avalorn stacks, you're gonna be good to go. They're very, very powerful. I could do this tournament again. Yeah, let's do the tournament again. That way we can dedicate it again to the lady. And just get married. Entrepreneur trait for heroes? Yeah, definitely. If you like nukes and magic-ish guns, you can play Ikat Claw. Yeah. Magic-ish guns, more like guns. Green guns. If you like green guns, play Ikat Claw. Shit, that was my target. Nope, that's my boy. Also, if you're a big fan of giant monsters, you want to go with Dark Elves or with Lizardmen. They have the big boys. They have the big guns. Any suggestion for a garrison? How you can get fast? How can you get soldiers fast? You visit all of the villages that you are friends with, and then you garrison them. Norska for big monsters? Yeah, but you don't really have that big of a variety. I mean, Norskins can only bring out mammoths, which granted are very powerful, but so can Chaos with their dragon shaggots, the lizardmen with their stegodons, or carnosaurs, or the giant alligator thing, which is pretty fucking cool. It's not an only option, Gladiator. Hell, the vampire pirates can bring out giant zombie ships. The Necrofex Colossus spam. Also, if you have any questions for anybody, if anybody has any questions for a particular army composition for different factions, I'm your guy. I can help you out with that. I've been kind of playing through everything. Still have some stuff to test out, but I kind of have an idea for everything. Necrofex Dynamite? Yeah, pretty much. Ah, son of a bitch. Catch it with your teeth, man. Okay, so there's somebody's down. Let's see what weapon did they have. I can't see the body. For example, with the dwarves, I don't even get infantry in some armies, but I have multiple army compositions for dwarves that can work and are very interesting to check out. Hell, I went with a flamethrower army. Yeah, with a full front line of Iron Drakes that just flamethrow the enemy away. It's amazing against vampire armies. It is so fucking satisfying to just burn a vampire armies to a crisp. With a backline of flame cannons and a midline of some quarrelers just to help out with any flying units. Hell, usually the Iron Drakes will, well, they're not really called Flame Drakes, they're Iron Drakes. They're Iron Drakes, which are the flamethrower guys, and then they're, the Iron Drakes with the Troll Hammer torpedoes, which I haven't really tested out yet, but it's kind of complicated to get them going. Round of mead, bartender? Get one for yourself. Thank you, Submega. Coming right up. Shit. Can you die? Thank you. Magical. But yeah, I definitely recommend, especially if you're going to be fighting against the vampires, get yourself a Iron Drake front line. Oof, those vampires will become a crispy treat for ya boys. Oh, and also, for anybody who's a beginner in Total War Warhammer, definitely play Empire first. Empire will give you a taste of all of the other factions combined. Empire is a jack of all trades, master of none. Well, no, that's not true. They're masters of artillery and of cavalry. But they have a little bit of everything, so definitely play Empire, because that's going to give you a taste of all of the tactics that you can utilize. And then you can go ahead and play some other more specialized factions. Armor breakers are also cool. They got great artillery. Iron breakers. Are you talking about the... Oh, the fact that they have bombs? True. Is that a mod? Sorry, Smoothie, what are you talking about? What mod, mate? Got him. No, I was talking about Total War Warhammer, my dude. If you're new when it comes to Total War Warhammer and you're trying to decide on what faction to play first, definitely try and play Empire. Practically, I can tell you the strengths of every faction and what to focus on. Hellstorm rockets was what you meant for Artillery of Empire? Yeah, Hellstorm rocket batteries, steam tanks, mortars are also very good. Just cannons in general for anti-large. Yeah. The first faction you played in Warhammer 1 was the Vampire Counts. Yeah, Vampire Counts usually focus on monster units, cavalry, and magic. And there are different ways to play them. For example, Legend of Total War, if you guys are familiar with him. He prefers to play it with skeleton spam and magic spam. He just kills his enemies while the enemies are distracted with his skeletons. What's my real job? I am a customer support representative. I make sure that people's computers are working properly. Or you can get like 19 spears and then just magic up. Yeah, exactly. That's how Legends of Total War popularized the vampire counts. But I am currently having a vampire count playthrough, and I am experimenting with different other compositions. For example, I'm gonna try a cavalry only army. I'm gonna try the Skelly Blob, which I don't like. I don't really like that tactic, but it's one way of playing it. I am trying to integrate and check out the uses of the more monstrous units. For example, I found out that wolves, or hunt packs, or whatever they're called, the hounds of the vampires, are incredibly good at killing enemies that are currently running away. Holy shit, do they murder units that are running away incredibly fast. Hey Mikos, welcome back to the end, dude. Yeah, Winds of Death is stupidly powerful. That sounds like torture? Well, practically I'm going to be getting cavalry that's designated for anti-infantry, so I can just charge them in and forget, and then I have another squad of cavalry that is specialized for shock cavalry, and I'm going to be using them to cycle charge, and in theory, it should work. On paper, it should work. We'll see if it's going to work in a real battle scenario as well. Holy shit, that dude received a 20 hit to the face. Yeah. So, we'll see. Holy shit, dude. Calm down. Ow! Dicks. Sure, it probably works, but the amount of micro is insane. As I said, you would, in theory, only have to deal with 2 squads. The main cavalry force that just charges in, and then the cavalry force that flanks, and that's it. Practically the main cavalry force is there to stay. There to stay and just to keep the enemy busy. Again, it depends. It depends what I come up with. Who knows? Maybe the best case scenario is... Sorry, not the best case scenario. Maybe the best course of action is how Legend of Total War plays it, but I wanna give the other units a shot. Also, I've noticed that Vargulfs are direct upgrade for Fellbats. So literally a direct upgrade. As soon as you have Vargulfs, you should just replace all of your Fellbats with them. Are mods for Warband still better than Battlelord? Yes. Yes, Mikos, they are. Got him. Yeah! There. So yeah, vampire counts are interesting, and I wanna give their units a bigger chance. But currently, with my experience, I feel like they definitely need a rework. Bats are only good in auto-resolve for some goddamn reason. You have no idea why they seem to be valued so high in auto-resolve. I don't know, dude. We really have no idea because they don't usually auto-resolve battles. But bats are good for just making sure that enemies are running away off of the field of battle. That's kind of it. Haven't really seen a better role for them. Ouch. Okay, that dude is actually good at being a mounted archer. Holy shit. Trying to get in... Ah, there it is. Good. Trying to get it in its blind spot so I can get closer and kick ass. Okay, well. Stay right there, good sir. Right there. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Ah, shit, he got away. No, please. Don't try to catch me with the pointy knife. I'm allergic to pointy knives. Ah, how the turntables. Oh, crap. Keep moving. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Got him. Leave. Re-enter. Join. You think you'd like the vampires to have more magical effects on their units, but I don't know what kind of effects would be interesting instead of just pointless or OP. Well, they currently have Terrify on everything. They terrify, dude. That's what they're good for. Have you noticed that they have a high chance of making the enemy run away quite fast? Who knows? Maybe the idea with them is just to charge, hit fast and hard, and force the enemy to run away like it's nobody's business. Again, I have to further check that out. Have you seen The Office? Sorry, LK, what? Oh, the show? No, I have not seen the TV show The Office. I tried once. I don't know. It has a slow start. I'll need to give it another shot. Yeah, but Fear is kind of really weak in Warhammer 2. It is. It is, definitely. Could use a slight buff. Anybody else? Oh, the ladies are here. Lady Naha, Dulua, Lady Kefra, Lady Ruha. No, this is not the chick I'm looking for. Maybe further up? I don't know. Might be cool if the Vampire Lords had a passive AoE where they have a chance to resurrect dead enemies to fight on their side. Well, there's a chance to resurrect... Well, not a chance. Yeah, actually, no. That's correct. There's a chance to resurrect enemies after a battle. And there are summoning spells, which are very useful to tie down enemies before you reach their lines. Usually, it's meant to... it's kind of... To counteract the enemy artillery and archers, you're meant to use flanking tactics and just summoning spells to tie up their units, their ranged units, until you get in close and personal with them. So yeah. Okay, I can't find the lady that I seek. They switch positions a bit? Nah, I don't think so. Nada, Dudua, the same check. Yep. Attempt to visit my lady. The guards glare at me and they know that they can suction itself up. Got it. You think Warband and Cheers have a unique charisma? Oh, they look good. They look cool. I like them. You just don't like their current playstyle. They're manageable. They're manageable. I mean, in theory, with magic, you can destroy entire armies before they reach your line. I've had a playthrough with Dark Elves, and just using Marathi, I destroyed full stacks of armies. Just using magic. Marathi on the flying horse mushed everything, dude. Just mushed everything, so that's that. I don't want to join another tournament right now. What's the name of the game? Total War Warhammer 1 and 2. Sort of like Fall of the Samurai Artillery. Yeah, I heard that Fall of the Samurai Artillery is incredibly powerful and just breaks the game, and you can literally kill anything with it. Strats. Artillery works, in theory, in the same way here, only it's more vulnerable against charges. Well, there are more strategies to counteract artillery in the game. Their magic is strong, but it's not very satisfying to you. Nothing like dropping a comet on a pile of infantry. So, at least Marathi, she has a spell that can AoE drain the life out of the enemy until they die. That's very powerful. Pit of Shades is a very underrated spell. It's a stationary suck the life force out of the enemy. Marathi's Dark Elf though. Yeah, she is. She is. And I'm sure that you can use magic. You can. Manfred has the Purple Son of Xerius that does exactly the same thing as what Marathi can do with her spell, which I really can't remember right now. Yeah, Pit of Shades. So, Purple Son of Xerius is identical to Pit of Shades. So, Manfred can do it as well. Also, interestingly enough, the Pit of Shades can be cast on walls, which is pretty cool. Follow Samurai, if you don't have artillery and your opponent does, you're screwed. I can imagine that, man. I can imagine that. Okay, let's just wait here. Some soldiers have leveled up. Good. You're not saying the magic's bad on understanding? No, all's good, man. All's good. Nobody is saying that you said that. Same with Napoleon Total War. Artillery wins. Okay. Which one was Total War Medieval super cavalry oriented, and if you have cavalry you just stomp on everything? Medieval 2 I think had that. Also, which Total War is an infantry fest, where if you have infantry you can defeat anything? I think Fall of Rome? Might remember incorrectly, but I'm down to hear your opinion. I've only played Total War Shogun 2. I've played the first Rome, the first Medieval, and I've played Total War Warhammer extensively. Cavalry is King Medieval 2. Heavy Cavalry? Haven't played Rome 2. Last Mutiny. Have not played Rome 2. And I have not played Attila Total War either. Rome 1 has also some OP cavalry units. In Rome 1, you could just get trash units and just auto-resolve everything. That was the most utilized exploit. It made the game incredibly boring, though. Thrones of Britannia for Melee King. I seem to recall that Attila Total War had Melee Kings, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Might be misremembering it. And I've not played Throne of Britannia. And I haven't played Troy yet, either. Man, I really wish they took Troy into the magical realm and not have mythical units. And when you see a band of Minotaurs, they're actually Minotaurs and stuff. Oh man, if they took a note from Age of Mythology, you know, the video game Age of Mythology, and introduced it in Total War Troy. they would have... And it's not too late. They can add a mythical beasts or mythical units expansion. It's not too late. They can bring the magic to the table. But, I don't know. Don't like the general oriented battles either. Oh, for Three Kingdoms last Mutiny? Is that what you're talking about Three Kingdoms? Yeah, mythical units, but they're just, for example, the Minotaurs are just dudes with helmets or something like that, or with elephant skulls, right? Or some dumb shit like that. They're just scars. Okay, man. Okay. Save. And I guess I'm gonna go until I just wait there for a while. Hey Kiwi, welcome back to the end, dude. You heard that Total War games have a lot of balance issues? Well, I wish that they took the Total War Warhammer approach, where everything and their mother's dog is OP. If everything's OP, it's balanced. I wish they did that. They have Cyclops and Giants in Troy. Really, they have Cyclops and Giants in Troy. Okay. You're not sure if Troy is the same, general oriented? Well, Three Kingdoms always prospered on the idea that the generals were super famous and they were the sole reason for armies winning the wars and stuff. And in some cases they were. But yeah, I feel like they're just feeding off of the Dynasty Warriors series when it comes to Three Kingdoms. It's basically the Warhammer 2 philosophy. Everything's kind of OP and ridiculous, so fuck balance. Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. They're cosplayers in Troy? Yeah, they're cosplayers, and that's what I don't like about it. I wish they went all the way and just brought us mythological units. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe Troy's amazing. I haven't played it yet. Maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree, and if I touch Troy, it's going to be the next best thing to this sliced bread. I don't know. Wait here for some time. Literally have to wait for something, a war. Trained crossbowmen. How's our, okay, well, our morale is below average. I guess I have to go up north on the coast to hunt down some Sea Raiders to get that rebalanced out. Because I don't think I have any targets here that I'm able to capture or run down. Yeah, you prefer they went all in or not in at all? Yep. Big pass. Troy's okay-ish, but it's not a major title like Warhammer. They may not give it enough attention to keep it relevant for long. Now, I think they already forgot of it, like Thrones of Britannia. Yeah, I think that's already in the past. I'm looking forward to Total War Warhammer 3. I am curious to see what they're going to be bringing on the table with that. Kind of have an idea of the faction that they're going to be bringing, but how will they fit everything in place? That's going to be interesting. What's that? 51 Tundra Bandits now. Don't mind if I goddamn diddly do. Get away, boy, Arnelag. That's my prey now. Yeah! That's what's up. Cavalry on the side. Warhammer will be dope, hopefully. I mean, to be honest, I'm looking forward to the next expansion as well. Once they bring out... Oh wow, that is a lot of shooty shoots. The numbers, the 150 limit is starting to show. Yeah, that's not a lot of infantrymen. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the next DLC for Total Warhammer because they're planning on reworking the Wood Elves, which is going to be cool. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that as well. Cool. Be nice. Be glorious. Let's kill. As many of them as we can. They need some love? A bit. The Amber mechanic needs to be reworked. Their units are just fine. Maybe add some extra units, that would also be good. And to be honest, besides the Beastmen, who would also definitely need a rework, I think the Vampire Cows need a slight rework as well. I'm not going to mention Chaos, because Chaos will definitely receive a rework in Warhammer 3, because they're going to be the main focus of the game. But still, we'll see. Just give them proper settlements outside of Athel Loren and you're happy? I don't know, maybe give them some extra building options outside of Athel Loren and we'll see how it's gonna go. Or give them more specialized outposts outside of Athel Loren. You know, make those buffs bigger. But again, we're just gonna have to wait and see in what direction they plan on going. But I'm sure it's not going to be that difficult to rework the Amber system. They already have some very good systems in the game. You just like the buff system from the weird little outpost they have? As I said, maybe give them more specialized buffs or something like that. Give them a means to defend themselves in those settlements. If I recall correctly, yeah, Alan's a future lord. Strength is fine. Bring the charisma up. But I should definitely bring that agility up to 12, I think. Just to bring that writing to 4, which is going to increase his survivability by a lot. Pathfinding 2, Trainer 2. Shield. Shield, please. There. Is the Warhammer Total War game based off of a franchise, or is it its own thing? It's based off of the Warhammer Fantasy. If you've heard of Warhammer 40k, or Warhammer Fantasy, it's part of the Warhammer Fantasy. It's a grim, dark fantasy world, where everybody's evil, or... Actually, everybody and their mother's dog is a 50 shades of evil in that world. It's worth a check out. Last Mutiny. It's worth a investigation, but be careful, because once you go down that rabbit hole, you might not be coming back for the foreseeable few years. Think of it this way. World of Warcraft was based on the Warhammer universe. The Warhammer universe was based on Lord of the Rings. Well, the Lizardmen are kind of more like neutral, though. They just have their great plan that they want to carry out. Oh, the Lizardmen are cloned chaos killing machines. Zunrael. They don't really have, you know, feelings for good for stuff, and they respect power over anything. How did Warhammer thing get started? As I said, practically a lot of people. So Warhammer is at the base. When it started, it was a board game, and some nerds, because we're just gonna call them nerds because I'm pretty sure they are. Some nerds created a board game, and they wanted to be based off of a grimmer and darker and grittier version of Lord of the Rings. Imagine if Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones had a baby. That's Warhammer. That would be the idea. And then you have Warhammer, and then Warhammer falls into two major categories. Warhammer Fantasy, which practically is medieval with magic Warhammer, and then you have Warhammer 40k, which is a sci-fi version of Warhammer with all of these civilizations seen in the far distant future. That would be the basics of Warhammer. It's way more grim and dark than Game of Thrones, though? Definitely. Definitely more grim and dark. I mean, the life expectancy of a human in both of those worlds is very, very low. I mean, if you're going to be born or reincarnated in the Warhammer universe, the worst reincarnation would be to be a human. Yeah, I'm gonna visit the lady. No problem. Oh, good God. Can you please stop? I'm trying to kill you. I am trying here. I am marching my soldiers. Yeah. Are there halflings too or something similar? That's a bit worse than humans, I think. I guess so. I seem to recall that there are some halflings, but I just don't really remember. Maybe in the barbarian tribes? Not 100% sure. I'm sure there are halflings somewhere in there. Hell, they even have their own version of Japan. The Nippon colonies. Or no, actually, no, never mind. It's just called Nippon. And it's literally fantasy Japan. With samurais and everything. They've integrated that into the game. Okay, so at Kura Marketplace, we are going to go and visit the lady to the southeast. So we're not going to make that lady wait. That's at Tulga, right? Yeah. At Tulga we go. Warhammer seems effing badass. It is. It is badass. If you want... Okay, so if you want a good introduction to Warhammer 40k, I do recommend that you check out the Dawn of War series. Just play Dawn of War 1 and all of its expansions, and that's a good intro to Warhammer 40k if you're into that. And then seek out other video games of the Warhammer 40k series, and you're going to be good to go. I feel like Dawn of War is a good introduction to it. Definitely Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 2 and 3 less so. But they can be enjoyable under the right conditions. When it comes to Warhammer Fantasy, I think a lot of people are very familiar with Warhammer Online. You can check that game out. But my introduction, full introduction to Warhammer Fantasy was Total War Warhammer. So it's a lot to take in, but once you start playing the factions, it's pretty cool. And let's see. I guess Vermintide is also a good intro. Yeah, just play Vermintide. That's a good intro to Warhammer Fantasy as well. It's Left 4 Dead set in the Warhammer universe, and you're fighting against Skaven and Chaos, and Norscan barbarians, but still, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Plus, you can also play it co-op. It's pretty dope. Do you get a good PC, or is it an old game? Dawn of War is an old game. If you play Vermintide 1, that's also on the older side, so you'll be able to run it. Maybe for Vermintide 2, you might need something better. Also, you could try out Mordheim, but I think Mordheim is somewhere in the middle ground, and Mordheim is more of a roguelike than anything else. Hell, if you want to try out Warhammer Online, I think Warhammer Online can work on a toaster. So you're good to go on that end. Visit the lady, go with the Norse. And tell her get the good stuff. Like poetry. The ones that blow the dressed up dust. Okay, the first one. Hey, nice. You do need a pretty good processor, at least. On graphics card, you might be okay with a slightly slower one. Which one are you referring to, Sunrail? Because we were literally talking about 4 games there. And the next time I see her, I should be able to ask her hand in marriage. Vermintide and Total War Warhammer. For Total War Warhammer, you need a good PC. You definitely need a good PC. Must good processor. For Vermintide, not so much. Oh no, not the belligerent drunk. Do you have any idea who I am? Good. Now remove yourself, knave. Good. Leave. Do I go to Nora? Yeah, okay, I can have an extra soldier. I'll just wait here for some time. I mean, I'm sure they're eventually gonna go to war. Eventually. Leave. Save. Walk to Nara because I have literally nothing else to do. And peacetime is pretty boring in this game as well. Some soldiers leveled up. Another veteran crossbowman. Might be a good idea to bring those veterans up. Bring those slaver chiefs a little bit further down. Yeah, that might be good. Alright. That's going to be the current army composition, or at least the first wave. 28 Courgette Lancers, but they are fast, brother. They are super fast. Are we looking on cash? We're looking good on cash. We can start acquiring some extra gear here and there. Let's check the armor section. Reinforced halberd gun. Nah. Thick mail with surcoat, 4416. Crude Serenet Elite Armor, 5115. Thick Great Helmet, 55. Really? Same as the Winged Helmet, interesting. Iron Greaves, 33. Now we're good on that end. 47. Scaled Mittens, I'm sure we can find something better. Horsewise, I think we're good. Oh, lame step charger. That's sad. Maybe something's gonna heal. Nothing interesting that I wanna buy. Did I see any Rusty Elite Scimitar and a normal scimitar? That's good. I'll get that scimitar and see if I can give it to somebody. By the way, Rev, did you talk about playing games with viewers at some point? You have some hazy mental image of it? I did. I did discuss, what would you guys like to play with me? What would you guys like? I'll give Rolf the scimitar in there. Marketplace goods, sell that. Back leave and go to Tolga and see what they have over there. Warband PvP with viewers would be dope. Okay, we can also play versus AI and just form an interesting army. Warhammer would be cool. The problem with Warhammer is the fact that you can only play it as co-op, or are you talking about versus, Zonrail? I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I've never played a match in multiplayer for Total War Warhammer, so whoever is gonna be fighting against me will most likely kick my ass. For Crusader Kings 3, how many people can there be at a time? And also, if we were to play Among Us, you guys would definitely need to promise to not be on stream. Or at least have the stream on mute and not watch it. Make one stream with followers for fun? Sure. For Warband? Yeah, that would work. I mean, we played before, and it was fun. I think you saw some YouTubers playing Crusader Kings 3 with like 6 people. Yeah, 6 people's fine. Saber, shortened military sight. Which is pretty cool. Armor-wise, Lordly Gauntlets at 21k. I don't think I'm gonna find better gauntlets than that. Queer Bole. Memluk Mail. Okay. Iron Greaves, Plate Boots. Same stats. Okay. Warband, any other game, have some good time. I guess. Would be nice. I'll probably organize something in the near future. And we'll see what we're going to go for. Also, probably all my viewers have Warband. Most likely. I think Warband is the game that has the highest potential of gathering up the peeps. Gathering up the people. Give the boy some honey, some cheese, and those grapes. There. We could also have some little, fun little tournament system where you could cast games if you lose early on. I guess we could do a tournament as well. Let's see who is the best Mountain Blade player. Good work. And as long as we organize ourselves and not start killing ourselves willy-nilly. I would definitely lose. I am definitely not the best Mountain Blade player. Sure, just for fun. And yeah, we could do a little tournament system for Warhammer if people have that. But not a lot of people have that. So. Did I check on the armors and the horses? I did check on the armor, yeah, definitely. But the horses? Spirited Warhorse. Nah, Heavy Step Charger, though. Heavy Step Charger is love. Heavy Step Charger is life. Much for that? Yeah, next week. Like getting a deck next week and leveling up some of the companions to be able to ride that. Let's go once again. Bahishta leveled up, that's good. More strength. Alright, more power strike, good. There. Some veterans. I'm gonna reach Nara. Actually, no. By the next time we get some cash flowing, I'm gonna buy the boys a round of drinks at the tavern just to get that morale a little bit in check. Okay, how are things looking for the Kurgits? No outstanding issues, no outstanding issues. Recently suffered a provocation by the subjects of the Serenids, and there's a risk of war. So, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait on whatever happens. Wait here for some time. Declaration of war between the Vagers and the Nords. Awesome, now would be a perfect time to attack the Vagers. Just saying. Just saying, Mr. King. Just saying. Or Mr. Khan. Rev, are you gonna conquer the world with the Kurgits or make your own faction? I'm just helping the Kurgits for a little bit and then I'm gonna be making my own faction. I just want to make some friends. Just want to beat other lords and start increasing my relations with them. That's the plan. That's all, dude. That's all. I want to hear some more. I just hope my soldiers don't start deserting me. That'd be very bad. Okay, the morale's average now. That's good. Gotta keep on waiting. Senator Connor wishes to inform me that they're going to be gathering for a feast at Nara. Fine. Fine. Join the tournament. Let's go. Oh wow, I don't think I've ever fought a tournament during foggy weather. That's pretty cool. Things can get pretty chaotic on a clear day. There we go. We done? Hopefully we are good. 4 teams, 8 fighters each, and I got my weapon. As long as I play safe and keep moving, I'm good. And now we're going to the next round as well. But some extra experience won't be bad. Extra experience means we'll step closer to leveling up. And there I go. It's fine. Got enough kills to go to the next round. 2 teams, 3 fighters each. Good. I guess this place is a little bit Lancer focused. Good. Get him. There. No more money for the money gods. Need to take out one of them. There. To get myself that shield. Stop. Stop. Let me grab the shield. There we go. Damn it, boy. Didn't you see that I was busy? Good. 4 teams, 2 fighters each. Sorry, not 4 teams. 2 teams, 1 fighter each is what I wanted to say. Okay. Need to keep shooting that guy on the horsey. Oh, never mind. He's gonna cut my horse before I'll cut him. Yep, horse is going down. Gotta make these last few shots count. I don't think I can take him on in a on-foot battle. If we were both on foot. Gotta maintain my distance and keep peppering him with javelins. Come on, goddammit. That's what's up. Damn it. Lucky there. Got him. Nice. Good. 2 teams, 1 fighter each, and I have the lance. Not bad. Ow. Ow. Dickweed. Let's get you. There. Goodbye, Drenton. Goodbye. Alright. No, I don't want to take a walk around the streets. I want to join the feast. I'm the first to arrive here. Well, the feast was just announced, so I guess I am a little bit on the early side. But it's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to visit these guys again soon. So that's going to be it for today, guys. If you like what I do, please hit that follow button to be notified when I stream. If you want to further support me, also subscribe. It really helps out, makes the channel keep going. If you're on YouTube, I have multiple guides and playthroughs that you guys can check out. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Helps with the algorithm. Of course, if you don't want to, that's also fine. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're going to be playing some Bannerlord. And I wish you boys and girls a wonderful day. Bye-bye.